Riverside is great for recording remote interviews regardless of where you or your guest are, but you want to make sure you select the right options and settings before your guest shows up for the interview. Before we get into the interview setup, let's create and name our studio and then schedule an interview by selecting the date, time, and time zone. Below that, you can send your guest an invite by entering their email here. Now, let's join the session. Here you want to make sure everything's set up correctly before you enter the studio. So the host name, JJ, that's me. And then, are you using headphones or not? I do have headphones. Why don't I put those on now? And select I'm using headphones. This is really important to not have echo. Make sure to let your guest know ahead of time that they should be wearing headphones during the interview. And then along the right-hand side, what is the camera, microphone, and speakers that you'll be using for the interview? I'm going to change to my Sony camera, and then I'm going to change to the Sennheiser microphone and the ear pods I want to use, and then click on Join Studio. We've been using Riverside for a couple of years to record all of our remote interviews, and they've been nice enough to sponsor this video and give you 15% off your first purchase if you use the code TheFigCo at checkout. When you enter the studio, it's going to look something like this. Right now, we have this whole invite screen along the side. Let's just get rid of that. Now I'm full screen. Let's just go through everything we see on screen right now. Here, you can turn on live stream. We have a whole video that'll walk you through how to live stream with Riverside. We're not going to go through that in today's video though. We'll close out of that. Here you have the help center, so chat support and the help center. Then right here are the settings. So the first is audio and video. These are the three things we just ran through: the camera, microphone, and the speakers. The output volume, so you can see this seems to be working all right. Echo cancellation, this is important, especially if someone's not using headphones. If they're using headphones and a good microphone, you shouldn't have issues with this. You can see here for best quality audio, wear headphones and turn this off. Down below, would you like to mirror the video or not? So you can see it flips me around if I do that. Then general, we have the name of the studio. Enable lobby waiting room, my name and title if I wanted. Do I want to show the name and titles or not? Let's leave them on. Export notification, so show notification each time your edit is exported. Sure. Design, so here we could add our logo as well as some other design things that I'll show you in a second. And then the recording option. So here we have the record mode, video and audio, just audio. Noise reduction, so if there's air conditioners, a laptop fan, something like that that you want to be cut out, you could turn this on. The sample rate, and then the video quality is important. So standard is just 720p. If you want something higher resolution, so 1080 or 4K, you're going to want to use advanced and then toggle the resolution you want. We're going to record in 1080 today. The frame rate, the language for the transcript and captions, countdown timer or not, or to start the recording automatically. Then live stream, again, here's the options for that. We don't need to worry about today. One of the most important things when doing remote interviews is the quality of the video and audio. And the great thing with Riverside is it's being recorded on your computer, on your guest computer, and then uploading to the cloud. So you'll have amazing high quality video and audio. And this is just to make sure that you can communicate with your guest well if you're having internet problems. But the recordings will be saved on both computers. Here we have live call quality, so the host and producers can pause uploads. So if you're having trouble with the internet, you can pause the uploads and do that after the recording finishes. If you're worried about it, low data mode will turn off the video, but it'll still be recorded. So if you're having any issues with that, you want to come in here and make this change. The audience count, so do you want people to see, do you want the audience to be able to see how many people are watching this or not? We don't really use this very much, but it's there. Let's close out of this. Here's where you can invite people. So you can either send them a link. There's three different options for people that could join. You have a guest that's going to be recorded. You have audience members that can view this live as well as chat. And then you have a producer option. So if someone is going to fine tune the settings but not be recorded, they're going to join as a producer. You can send them a link or send them an email. You can see down below is the guest that we already invited. And then here we have people. So you see me, just me right now, my levels. And if I want to turn on echo cancellation, that's here. The gear that I'm using. Here's where the chat is. Then we have the branding options, which is basically my initials down below. You have a couple of different options for the formatting. I think clean is fine. And then text. So if you want to have text show up on screen, for example, Riverside tutorial, we could have come up. Here you have media that you can use during the broadcast. So drum roll, cheering, clapping, or you can upload your own media. Then down along the bottom, you could leave the studio, end the session for everybody. You can share your screen, or add a presentation. Again, you can change the microphone, camera, speaker, and then right here is where you start the recording. Another feature that I like is their teleprompter. The one thing I want to change though is right now I'm using this camera, and a teleprompter is meant to be used with the camera of your computer. So let's go to this camera. So you can see me now. And what I want to do is first we'll add a script. There we go. And then we want to open up the teleprompter. So you can see here the text is kind of along the top of the browser right now, and this is going to scroll. The one thing, the normal setting is a little bit fast. So let's do something like that. And then we can also, if we want, change the size of it and then hit play. So what you can see here is if you want to use a teleprompter, here's what it would look like. You don't want to be reading too far down, by the way. I can copy and paste it from somewhere else. Then I'll want to read the top lines as close to the camera of my laptop as possible. So this is something that can help you record something that you want to script out and be close to making eye contact with your camera. And then if you want to get rid of it, and then we want to go back to the other camera. Laura, my business partner, will be joining us any second now. And when your guests join the studio, they'll see the same screen that we did just a minute ago, where they'll add their name. They'll select if they're using headphones or not. It's a good idea to let them know ahead of time to bring headphones. Otherwise, there could be echo and the audio won't be as good. They'll select their camera, microphone, and headphones, and then join the studio. So when your guest joins, it's really important to just make sure everything's working properly. Their head's not cut off in the shot, that their microphone's working. You can see their levels working as they're speaking. If there's any issues with echo, you can turn that on here. Explain to them how the interview is going to work, how the questions are going to work, how Riverside works. You know, you're going to upload to the cloud. They should stick around until the upload's done, etc. Once you're ready, you can click the record button. Another thing is I'm doing the interview. I have my computer here and camera here. Try to make eye contact with the camera whenever possible. But those are just small tips that we talk about in another video that I'll link to in the description. Hi, Laura. Welcome to the podcast.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
So what I want to talk about today is building your personal brand.
If you like this content and if you want to support us, you can like this video and leave a comment, and we are going to be very grateful for that.
Yeah, exactly. And then so when the interview's done, the thing you want to make sure of is, as you can see here, both of our videos are in the process of uploading. So this is at 92%. Laura's is at 90%. When you're done with the interview, click on stop. You want to make sure that your guest sticks around a little bit until their upload gets to 100%. Mine's at 93, and okay, mine's successfully uploaded and hers is almost there. And so you can just have a conversation, close out. Who knows, maybe ask them for anybody they think that you should invite on the podcast. Maybe they can make an introduction for you. And it looks like we have both of the recordings. So if you're done talking to your guest, they're welcome to leave. So Laura, thanks so much for helping me out with this tutorial video.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Now that the interview's done, I don't need these anymore, and now it's time to edit the interview. To get started, click on View Recordings. If you haven't yet signed up for a Riverside account, you can do that using the link in the description. Also, if you end up upgrading to a paid plan, don't forget to use the code TheFigCo at checkout to save 15% on your first purchase. Now, if you want to learn how to edit videos using Riverside, check out this video right here, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye-bye.